again, like she usually is, Amanda Nunes is a big favorite going into this fight with Julianna Pena. So rather than sort of breaking this down, what does Julianna Pena need to do to win this fight? I think that's the question a lot of people want answered.
You know, if I had that answer, she probably would be paying me a lot of money to corner her.
Right. You
And
wouldn't be here. You'd be in her corner. Right. So there you go.
exactly. But I think it comes down to a couple things. And one of them that we always talk about in these situations, whether it's the women that are fighting Amanda or the women that are fighting Valentina, it's the mentality. And that is that you cannot allow yourself to be beat before you step foot inside the octagon. Now, if you'll go back and watch every interview that she's done recently, and I'm sure that it's going to pick up even more in the coming weeks, that's something that she goes back to, is that I'm not like these other girls. I'm not going to crumple under the pressure. Every other opponent of Amanda has also said that, however, but I actually think I honestly believe it when Juliana Pena says it. Not only because she's saying it in this moment, she's been saying it for a really long time. I mean, she has been asking for, demanding this fight, and it's really kind of hard to put your finger on because other girls have called out Amanda in the past. But there's something about when Juliana Pena says, I want to fight Amanda Nunes, I actually think she means it. And the fact that I actually think she means it tells me something about her mindset coming into this fight. She has overcome a lot in her professional career, health wise, things outside of the octagon. I don't question her durability whatsoever. Skill set wise, I think she's got fantastic cardio and she'll be smart to push this fight, make it dirty, make it long, make it grimy. Some of the things we saw Jermaine Durandamy have success with against Amanda Nunes, I think Juliana Pena brings to the table. That being said, it's like, I don't know, it's so impossible to do a really fair analysis of anybody facing Amanda because there's just not a lot to talk about. There just isn't. Like Amanda is amazing in every facet of this game. The only interesting talking point I think coming into this fight is the length of time that we have not seen Amanda at bantamweight.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
as I forget how old Amanda is. Do you remember?
She's in her 30s. I'll check it right now as
Late
you
30s,
kind
I
of
think.
assess it. Yeah.
Yeah. There does come a point. I'm not saying she's at this point. Like literally, I'm grasping for straws here, if I'm being honest. But there does come a point.
33, by the way. She's 33. 33 years
33.
young.
So there does come a point where, once you sort of settle more into like a particular frame, a 45 frame, and, it's been a minute since she's made 135, could it be a difficult cut? I don't know. Like, again, I just feel like I'm kind of like reaching for storylines here because the real storyline is that Amanda Nunes is the greatest of all time. And Juliana Pena has a big challenge ahead of her.
Well, Nunes also got COVID as well, so you don't know the long-term effects of that. I mean, we're seeing with certain fighters it is affecting them, others it isn't. So that'll be something.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, absolutely. So there's a lot that sort of goes into this, but very well said as far as the co-main event.